hey, you want to do his theme even though he's not officially here? So he stood us up today.
Good morning, Americans.
Yeah.
It's Fri Jay.
Well, it's not an official Fri Jay because we don't have him for long enough, but the man's on the road. We thought we would check in with him. He is our man. He is my best friend. He is my legal consultant. He's my life correspondent, and he's my gambling buddy. His name is Jay St. Clair, and I think he's going to do a little racing this weekend. Hey, Jay, how are you?
Hey, man, you've never heard me say this, and you'll never hear me say it again.
Uh-huh.
If I were any better, I'd be me.
Is that his way of saying he's having a great time?
I think that means he's having a good time.
I'm so happy right now.
So, how's the drive going?
Oh, it's good. I'm about 45 minutes from Daytona International Speedway. And just talked to my team. I think we got the car through tech. That's a big deal. We had a couple of things in there we were a little worried about. But I think that it got through there just fine. But they did say, don't bring this car back.
I have a question. As a layman, what does it mean when you say got the car through tech? What is that?
Well, so there's pretty strict rules about what you can do to the cars, Bill. I mean, just like NASCAR. And so they just check all that to make sure that you're legal. You're assigned points based on modifications you make to the car, and you can't have more than 500 points.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right, that makes total sense.
Yeah, so just to try to even the play, even the field, and no cheating. So we're not cheating as far as the rule officials know.
Racers, every race car driver, everyone affiliated with racing in any way. I would not suggest that any single one of them were cheaters. But who was it? Is it Jimmy Johnson? No, was it Junior Johnson that said? Who was it that said about the rule book that you don't?
No, Junior Johnson.
Yeah,
absolutely, Junior Johnson
said that if you don't you don't read the rule book for what's in it, Bell.
Right.
You read the rule book for what's not.
Exactly.
And that's not cheating.
That makes sense.
Yeah. No, well, there's no rule against fuel tank. This is what Junior Johnson came up with, Bill. They had a rule that says fuel tank can't hold more than 20 gallons.
Uh-huh.
Well, Junior Johnson kept getting better mileage than everybody. And they finally said, well, we got to figure out what's going on.
I mean, he would last, and Jay, not to interrupt, but he would last like multiple laps longer than anyone else, right?
Can I guess?
All right, yeah.
So he finally took the car completely apart, and the fuel line from the tank to the carburetor really only needs to be about 5 feet long. It was 25 feet long.
Yep. That's where I thought you were going.
All the way through the car 2 or 3 times.
That's
awesome. There was no rule against that.
There was after they found that fuel line, wasn't there?
Don't bring that car back again.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, then that was that's my favorite story is that Jeff Gordon, who was my favorite driver when he was driving, I think it was to Martinsville, and they took a new chassis setup. Ray Evernham took a new chassis setup, and after he won the race by a wide margin, they inspected the car, and somebody within NASCAR circles, I don't know if it was France or what, said, look, congratulations on your win. Enjoy your Martinsville grandfather clock. Don't bring that car back here again. Yes, sir. Well, what's this weekend like for you, Jay? That's why I called you. I mean, what are you anticipating? Do you know your team name yet? Can we follow you in any way? What's the deal?
I don't know the team name yet. I'm sorry. I'll text it to you, but I sent you the link. It'll be live streamed. And I'll try to send out a tweet that's got that on it. Driver's meeting is at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and then the cars start rolling. Warm-up laps at 8:45. Green flag drops at 9, and then we will race for 14 hours without stopping that. By rule, no driver can drive more than 2 hours consecutively. We think we can get 2 hours on a fuel stop. So our plan is for each of our drivers, we have 4 drivers, each of us to go for 2 hours. And I think I'll go the second stint. Mm-hmm. So I think I'll be from 10 till noon Central Time.
This sounds very, very, and there's 4 men on a team or 4 people on a team.
Right.
So you'll get 2 sessions in the car, right?
Yeah, probably will. And 2 cars. So we may have people swapping back and forth between cars. But yeah, I could do a second shift. I'm not driving at night. You know, a lot of the race will be at night, Matt, but you know that I have terrible night vision. So I'm not going to drive at night.
Yeah, I can imagine how that conversation went. Jay says, look, if you tell me to get in the car at night, I will, but I don't think it's going to go well for anybody.
You really don't want to do that.
Well, I'm going to shoot it out with your permission. As soon as you get me the info, I'll shoot out the link so that your many loyal fans up here in Middle Tennessee can follow you along at Daytona International. That's a lot of fun. That sounds like a great time, brother.
Yeah, although I'll say this, we were talking about this last week, and some lady called in and said, I cannot imagine anything more boring than watching a race on the computer for 14 hours. Well, ma'am, I have to agree with you. I mean, I love racing. It's hard for me to sit down and watch a race. So I don't expect everybody to do that. But we do have an app. It's called Race Monitor, Matt, and they will be tracking this live. And so I'll send you screenshots from time to time. They keep up with we have over 100 cars, and it's live scoring. So at any given moment, you can look and see where each car is.
I've got my race monitor pulled up right now, Jay, so I'll be ready for it. I'll be ready for you tomorrow. Look, be safe. Have a great time. I know you'll have fun. I don't need to tell you to have fun because you'll be behind the wheel of a race car, and I know that that's your favorite place to be.
Yeah, that's what passion really is.
All right. Well, I know our trip next weekend is not even in your brain, but I'm looking forward to it. So we'll talk about that maybe next time.
Too. No, trust me, I am too. I'll have a captive audience for 4 hours. You have to sit there and listen to me talk about the race for 4 hours.
Oh boy, that'll be a lot.
I'm going to be your Gerald next weekend.
Just don't try to compete. Just keep your mouth shut and hang on. Love it, brother. Have fun. Take care.
Thank you, brother.
All right, man. There's Jay Sinclair, my best friend in the world, and what a good guy and what a brilliant legal mind. Normally on Fri Jay's, we talk about a lot within the law, and today we took a moment to talk a little bit about what he's got going on.